Alright everybody, today we're going to be talking about making our own dropshipping tools, and I think I want to add one to the list right now. Find people who are obviously copying my listings. Alright, these are the sorts of things you're going to want to be able to do. So anyway, the first thing I'm going to talk about real quick is we're going to make a product price comparison tool. That what it's going to do is it's going to take the UPC code of a product and compare that in between eBay, Walmart, and Home Depot. So this is a good thing to do with, hey man, I got this list of 1,000 UPCs. I know that they're all great sellers. I know that they're all for sale on multiple different websites, but I don't have the time to spend researching who's got the best price on all four. No matter how good you get at copying and pasting as quick as you possibly can in whatever software you can get your hands on, it's not going to be better than this. It's not going to be faster than this. This is going to be your own software. It's going to be customized to exactly what you need, so it can never be any better than what you make it to be. I hope that made sense. So anyway, the next item program we're going to talk about is we're going to get the sales history of an item, a brand, and a category. These are different ways of getting ideas about the kind of things you want to sell. So if you want to get this sales history of an item would be more so by UPC code or a universal identifier. So whereas the number one item might be a Honeywell heater with a certain UPC code, and then the very next best item might be kitty litter with another UPC code. And you're not going to, if you search by brand or by category, you're not going to get those differences in product types and availabilities and everything else. So it's good to search by items. I guess. I don't know what I'm talking about. So brand, if you want to search by, just give me, I know that Honeywell's a really good one, so give me all the stuff that's Honeywell. Or if you want to search by category, okay, I know that stuff in bug spray is good, but I don't know what brands are good in bug spray. And then I want to compare, Raid bug spray in this brand versus, I don't even know, some Walmart brand of mirrors, the UPC code for that, I guess I'll say. Well, then I guess that's not that good because it wouldn't be on it might be on eBay, but it wouldn't be on Home Depot. So anyway, I hope you get the idea. So you're going to want to get the sales history of an item so you can determine, if it meets certain criteria that you set, that is an item that you want to sell. Another thing that we're going to want to take a look at is researching our competitors. This is going to be really kind of researching your competitors. You should not really what they call snipe or like take or duplicate the listings of your competitors. Instead, what you should do is you should kind of get your foot into the door with the stuff that they're selling. So for example, I work with car parts a whole lot, so what I would do is I would say, okay, I know that LKQ out of I think Akron has tons of stuff for sale and that they're making good sales. So what I might start by doing is saying, okay, let's see what's in his inventory that's selling multiple times, and what other things can you do? I mean, you can research not just particular products. I mean, if you want to say, okay, how he's making a whole lot of money, because he's doing buy it nows and not auctions, or if he's doing auctions, he's starting them low and not high. And you can look at all this stuff. So you can help yourself determine how you want to get your foot in the door with the market that you're trying to do. With the niche or niche whatever you want to call it, that you're trying to get into. So, alright, another thing you might want to do is measure what I call supply and demand. That's why I have it in quotation marks. Because it's some formula that I kind of made up. I kind of did it because it shows, I believe, a relationship in between products, not necessarily an actual supply and demand actual number. But from what I can see, I don't know, it looks like it works for the most part. So we're going to take a look at that, and when we look at it, I might be horribly embarrassed if I'm wrong, but oh well, we're going to take a look at it and see what I'm working with so far. So anyway, another thing is getting email and text notifications. So if you want to, hey, I know that Super Mario 64 is, this may or may not be true, I don't know. But hey, I know that Super Mario 64 is, the top selling game of all time on eBay right now. So, and they're selling for $50 or something like that. So, almost inevitably, there's going to be people who have no idea that it's selling for that much money, and that they're going to post it up for sale, and they're going to post it. Who cares? Because they don't care. They didn't do their research. They don't care about doing research. They got too much crap to post. They're not interested. As long as they get their $10, they're satisfied. So he sells it for $10, and you want to get notifications. Hey, this thing is up. It's for $10. It meets the criteria that I set for my alerts. You can get a text message alert, or you can get an email alert. And depending on what country you're in and what mobile service you have is going to determine whether or not you can do, I think, the text messaging for the way that I do it. But anyway, so another thing is going to be our price tracker. So apparently prices change of stuff on like Amazon and other different websites, and you want a price tracker that is more heavily customized to your needs. So if you want to go to Amazon, say, okay, I got this list of 100 products or 1,000 products, and it's really hard to keep up with them because I have some software, but it's so rinky-dink, or I have this but it doesn't work, or it limits me this way, or it limits me this other way. Well, you will greatly reduce your limits, and we will get a price tracker, and you can get text message notifications on price tracking if something goes too high and you need to take that listing down or edit the price of something on your eBay account, which I guess really we can do that too, but that might be in the future. Then lastly, find people who are obviously copying my listings. I'm not probably going to do that, but that's something that you might want to do, because there are people out there who are going to be doing this stuff. They're going to be copying people's listings and duplicating them, and one of the things you're going to want to do is find out who these people are, so you can figure out ways of preventing that from happening. So I don't think I'm going to talk about the ways of preventing it from happening, so people don't copy my listings, because then somebody else can say, well, if that's what he's doing, let me counteract that by doing this, that, or the other. So the point is, spend some time thinking about that, and hopefully that will work for you, because people are getting their whole stores absolutely copied by people who are doing next to no work, and it really sucks. So use your knowledge to your advantage so that you can help prevent that from happening. So anyway, alright, interesting ideas. Product Sniper, that's another one of those things I'm not going to talk about, because it just would get a little bit unfair, I think. There are people who are out there doing exactly this. They got a list of literally 1 million different items, and they're doing bulk analysis, they're doing concurrent requests, and we're searching all 1 million of those items every hour or something like that, and every single time any of those items goes under a certain percentage of a price, then you would automatically buy that item, because you already know it's going to sell like same day, because you can sell it for a cheaper price. So just like with Super Mario 64, Same thing. If it's flying off the shelves for $50 used, and some silly person had it up for $10 shipped, you know what I mean, and then you automatically sniped it, it gets a little bit unfair. So that's really the kind of stuff you kind of have to be ethical about this stuff, because once people start, like, if everybody starts doing this, there's going to be nothing left for nobody. Like, nobody's ever going to be able to make money ever. So, like, you kind of have to just try to be more ethical about the things that you do, because this is a very powerful set of tools. So anyway, yeah, bulk listing duplicators, that's the kind of stuff we don't want to do. They're interesting ideas, and if you can use them in the right way, then definitely go for it, because I mean, one good example is there's probably hundreds of thousands or millions possibly items for sale on Home Depot and Walmart, and if your tactic, if for example is, I don't want to do no research, I don't want to be bothered with, this, that, or the other, I just know I want to sell every home heater that they have at Walmart, and if it sells, it sells, and if it doesn't, it doesn't, because that's the tactic for some people. Bulk, they just want to have a ton of things up for sale, and I suppose that inevitably at some point or another somebody's going to come in here and buy something. So you might want to do like a bulk duplicator in that respect. So just say, hey, this is my URL to this, give Python the URL to the page that you want to do, or the set of pages that you want to copy from and scrape from, and boom, post it directly on eBay. You can do all that. That would be good to do, but that's a little bit more, I think, advanced, and just a little bit more complicated, so I'm not going to spend time doing that. But I think this is going to be the end of this video. I ran on long enough. I don't know how long. I don't see the time on here. 12 minutes. Okay. But in the next video, we're going to start out by doing the first program on our list, which again is the product price comparison between websites, and that's going to be using eBay, Walmart, and Home Depot. So I hope to see you there. Please give me a thumbs up, a like, a subscribe, leave comments, leave suggestions, and everything else, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.